Beloved soul, Archangel Michael comes to you now with a trembling urgency in his voice, and the heavens lean closer because God Himself has whispered into your life once again. There are 45 minutes left, a divine countdown that is not meant to frighten you but to awaken you, because something is about to unfold that you have not expected, something that will shift the very rhythm of your heart. You have been skipping these moments, these holy interruptions that God has tried again and again to place in your path, but tonight, in this very moment, the veil between heaven and earth is thinner than it has ever been, and God's Spirit is closer than your own breath. Michael has pleaded for you, begged you not to turn away this time, because every time you turn away, the pain in God's heart deepens, and yet His mercy does not stop pursuing you. This message is not random. This is not just another voice in the noise of your life. This is a living word that heaven prepared just for you, with your name engraved upon it before the foundations of the earth were laid. God is trying to reach you, yes you, the one who has been carrying silent battles, the one whose tears have often dried on the pillow before anyone could see. The one who wonders if the prayers whispered in the night were even heard. You think perhaps you are too small for heaven to notice, but in this very moment God is shouting through eternity that you are not forgotten, that you are not abandoned, that your life carries a weight so immense that angels themselves have been assigned to guard the steps you take. Archangel Michael has been dispatched to stand near you, sword in hand, because the battle surrounding you is heavier than you can imagine, and God has ordered that you not fight this war alone. Do you feel the stirring in your chest right now? That restless pull, that sudden awareness that something beyond your control is drawing you? That is not coincidence. That is the Spirit of God tugging at your soul, saying, listen. Do not skip. Do not turn away this time. Because you have skipped before, you have scrolled past, you have convinced yourself that maybe it was not meant for you. But this time heaven is not letting go. God has waited for this moment. He has carved it into eternity. He has aligned the minutes like stars across the sky, and Michael himself says with urgency, 45 minutes remain before the shift, before the sudden, before the unexpected, and you must be awake. You see, the unexpected is not random, it is divine interruption. It is when God steps into the ordinary to release something extraordinary. It is when the life you thought you had figured out collides with the plan God has been shaping all along. And Michael warns you, plead with you, do not hurt God by skipping, do not grieve His Spirit by ignoring the nudge, for the pain of heaven is real when His children reject His hand. He has been calling, whispering through songs, through strangers, through moments that felt like coincidences but were actually miracles disguised. How many times has God already tried to reach you? Think back, the dream you had that felt so vivid, the sudden thought that brought tears to your eyes, the words that someone spoke that pierced straight through your soul, those were not random, they were God breaking through. But you pushed it aside, didn't you? You said you would think about it later, that maybe it was just your imagination. Yet heaven does not waste words, and tonight is different. Tonight the heavens have issued an alert. Michael weeps because he knows how fragile this moment is. He has seen souls drift away because they thought they had more time, because they thought the voice could wait, but time is not promised. He stands with his sword gleaming not to frighten you but to show you that heaven is fighting for you, that you are worth fighting for. Do not think of yourself as forgotten. You are chosen, even when you feel rejected. You are beloved, even when the world made you feel unwanted. You are called, even when you thought your life was ordinary. And the countdown ticks, 45 minutes left until the wave comes, and what is coming is not ordinary, it is divine, it is sudden, it is unexpected, but it is exactly what your soul has been starving for. Open your heart right now, because the message does not stop with a warning. God does not only warn, He promises, He loves, He redeems. He is saying to you right now, my child, you have been running, you have been doubting, but I have been pursuing you with a love that will not give up. Do not hurt me by ignoring me again. Do not shut the door when I am knocking with both hands and sending heaven's army to reach you. I am closer than the air around you, I am in the sound of your heartbeat, I am the strength in your lungs. Open. Let me in. The sudden shift you are about to see may shake you, but it is not meant to destroy you. It is meant to realign you. The unexpected will look like interruption. But in truth it is salvation. Some of the things you thought you lost are about to return, some of the prayers you thought were buried are about to sprout like seeds in hidden soil, some of the chains you thought you were cursed to carry are about to shatter. This is why Michael says the time is short, because heaven has already set things in motion, and God wants you awake when it happens. Do not dismiss this, do not say tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised, but this moment is. Right now is sacred, right now is holy, right now heaven has cracked open and is pouring into your atmosphere. Every second that passes is precious, and Michael begs you, hear this voice, feel this urgency. Because the enemy has tried to numb you, to blind you, to distract you. That is why you keep skipping, because the darkness whispers this isn't real, this isn't for you, but the truth is shining louder. It is real, it is for you. And it is happening now, beloved child. Every breath you take in this moment is pulling you closer to the divine purpose God has written for your life, and every second that passes is heaven urging you not to slip away again. Archangel Michael's voice trembles with the weight of this moment because he knows how many times you have been given signs that you thought were coincidences, how many times God's light has brushed against your spirit only for you to turn away. Not out of malice but because life distracted you, pain consumed you, or doubt silenced you. But tonight is different, tonight carries an urgency that cannot be ignored, and Michael cries out, do not let this slip past you. Do not wound God's heart again by skipping, because His hand is stretched out and His mercy is pouring like fire upon your life. You may not see it yet, but in the unseen realm there is a war raging over your soul, and Michael has drawn his sword because the countdown is nearing, the sudden shift is approaching, and the unexpected is standing right at your door. God is not sending this word to punish you but to awaken you, because He has seen how weary you are, how heavy your burdens have become. You have been walking with a weight you never asked for, carrying shadows that no one else even notices, but heaven notices. Heaven has counted every tear that has fallen from your eyes. Heaven has recorded every cry you made in secret. Heaven has stood beside you even when you felt utterly alone, and this is why the urgency is so great, because God does not want you to break under the weight of what you are carrying. He is calling now, louder, clearer, more directly than ever, and Michael is at your side saying, "This is the moment." Do not skip. Do not run away. Open your heart before the sudden comes. Something is shifting in the spirit as these words are reaching you. It may feel like a stirring in your chest, or a strange warmth moving through your body, or even a sudden stillness that makes everything else fade away. That is not by accident. That is the very breath of God entering your space, showing you that this message is not ordinary, not empty, not random, it is living. Heaven is breaking protocol, tearing through barriers, aligning this exact moment because God knows how desperately you need to hear Him. He knows the questions you have been holding, the fears that gnaw at you at night, the doubts that whisper maybe you're forgotten, and He is answering right now, you are not forgotten. I see you. I love you. I am here. The unexpected that is coming will not arrive with your permission, it will arrive because God has already set it in motion. You have been praying for a change, but in your mind, you imagined it would come slowly, gently, in a way that you could prepare for. But heaven is saying no, it will be sudden, it will catch you off guard, it will feel like an earthquake shaking the ground beneath you, yet in the chaos you will find your breakthrough. Some doors will close quickly, some people will walk away without explanation, some situations will unravel before your eyes, and at first, you will be tempted to ask, why now? Why like this? But Michael urges you to trust, because the sudden is not destruction. It is redirection. The unexpected is not tragedy, it is transformation. You may not see the entire picture now, but God has always seen it. He sees how your past tried to break you, He sees how the enemy has tried to silence your calling, He sees how you almost gave up more than once, but still here you are. Still breathing. Still alive. Still chosen. That is proof enough that heaven has been protecting you even when you didn't realize it. That car accident that almost happened but didn't, that sickness you thought would take you but you recovered, that betrayal that should have destroyed your spirit but you survived, all of that was heaven fighting for you. And Michael says now with fire in his voice, God is not finished. 45 minutes remain, but within those minutes heaven can shift an entire lifetime. Do not skip. Do not look away. Even now, I know the enemy is whispering to you, saying this is just another message, this is just words on a screen, that you can ignore it and move on. But that whisper is the same one that has tried to keep you numb, to keep you from hearing the truth. The truth is piercing through right now. You feel it. You cannot deny that something deep inside you is recognizing these words as if your soul already knew them, as if your spirit was waiting for this exact confirmation. That is because this is not human, this is divine. God is reaching out directly to you. This is your moment. Do not hurt God by turning away again, because every time you close your heart to His voice, it is not anger that fills Him, it is grief, it is sorrow, it is the ache of a father whose child refuses to see how loved they are. Yet even in His sorrow, He does not stop loving you. Even when you skip, He keeps sending signs. Even when you run, He keeps chasing. Even when you fall, He keeps lifting. But tonight is different. Tonight the urgency is greater, tonight the heavens themselves have bent low and Michael has been commanded to speak louder, clearer, with more force than ever before, because the sudden is coming, and God wants you prepared. Take this seriously, beloved. Do not scroll away. Do not put it off. Lean in. Let the words wrap around you like fire and like comfort all at once. Let the presence you feel right now remind you that heaven is not distant. The countdown is real, the moment is holy, and Michael is here with you, saying again and again, do not skip. Do not miss this. The unexpected is coming, and God Himself is in it. Beloved soul, as the minutes slip away, the weight of eternity leans heavier upon this moment, and Archangel Michael will not rest until you understand that this is not just another message passing by your eyes, this is a lifeline, a rope of light thrown into the waters where you have been sinking. God is reaching out once more, His voice breaking through the noise of your life. His Spirit pressing against your heart like a gentle but unshakable hand saying, do not skip this. Do not ignore this. I am speaking directly to you. You may wonder why God keeps repeating Himself, why the same urgency seems to echo again and again, but it is because of His love, a love so fierce, so relentless, so unwilling to give up on you that He would rather risk your annoyance than risk your soul being lost in silence. Michael's voice carries the trembling weight of heaven's compassion because he has seen too many times when souls dismissed the message, only to face storms unprepared, only to stumble when God had already provided light for the path. But you, beloved, you have been chosen to hear this before the sudden comes. To be given warning, to be wrapped in grace so that when the unexpected crashes into your world, you will not collapse, you will rise. You may not realize it, but your life has been building toward this very intersection, this holy collision of God's timing with your readiness, and right now you are standing at a threshold. On one side is the life of distraction, of skipping, of ignoring, on the other is the life of awakening, of surrender, of finally letting God have His way. And Michael pleads, step through. Do not stay behind the line. Do not hold back. Something in your spirit is stirring, isn't it? That pull, that vibration deep inside, almost like a flame flickering in the dark. It is your soul recognizing the truth. You cannot deny that something here feels different, feels alive, feels like it was meant for you. That is because it is. This message was timed by heaven, not by accident, not by chance, not because of algorithms or coincidences. This exact moment was written into your story long before you even breathed your first breath. God saw this day. God saw this second. God saw this precise heartbeat, and He said, "This is when I will speak to my child again, this is when I will remind them again, this is when I will refuse to let them go." And Michael says clearly, 45 minutes remain. Do not waste them. But do not think of this countdown as doom. No, it is mercy. It is not a ticking clock of fear. It is a holy reminder that God moves swiftly, that life changes in a breath, that you must cling to Him now, not later. The sudden will come, yes, but it will come to align, not to destroy. The unexpected will shake, yes, but it will shake away the chains, the lies, the burdens that have weighed you down too long. Consider this. How many times have you felt that urge to pray but brushed it off? How many times have you sensed something pulling at your heart only to distract yourself with other things? Those were not random. Those were heaven's nudges. And now, instead of whispers, you are receiving a roar. God is no longer knocking softly, He is shaking the door, saying, "Child, let me in before it is too late." The angels are watching, the heavens are waiting, and Michael is standing over you with the authority God has given him, declaring, "This soul cannot be lost. This child must hear. This heart must awaken." You may be thinking of your failures, of your sins, of all the times you turned away before, but hear this, none of it disqualifies you. God is not reaching out because you were perfect, He is reaching out because you are His. You belong to Him, you were crafted by His own hands, your name is etched on His heart, and nothing you have done has erased that. You may have wandered, you may have skipped 1,000 times, but the Father never stopped watching the horizon for your return. Never stopped waiting for the day your eyes would open, never stopped preparing a robe and a feast to welcome you home. Tonight may very well be that night. Do not underestimate this moment. Do not think you can ignore it and return later when it is convenient. Michael has been clear, the sudden is near, the unexpected is imminent, and preparation is urgent. This message is not here to entertain you, it is here to rescue you. It is here to place a shield in your hand, to put fire in your spirit, to awaken you from sleepwalking through a world that is passing away. The truth is, there is more at stake than you can see. The enemy has tried to blind you, to dull your senses, to convince you that skipping God's messages has no consequence. But Michael is tearing through those lies now. The consequence of skipping is the delay of destiny, the prolonging of pain, the risk of walking unprepared into storms you were meant to conquer. God is offering you His hand right now. Feel it. Close your eyes if you must and sense the nearness. It is not imagination, it is reality. The Creator of galaxies, the King of eternity, the one who commands angels, is bending low and whispering into your spirit, "Do not skip this time. I am here. I am with you. I am calling you." Beloved, as these words move through you, you may feel the strange tension between fear and comfort, between urgency and peace, and that is because heaven's message always carries both a warning and a promise. Michael is not only telling you that something sudden is coming, he is also assuring you that God Himself will be in the midst of it, holding you steady, covering you when the winds rise, and lifting you when your knees begin to buckle. The countdown is not to scare you, it is to prepare you. It is to make you alert, to shake the sleep off your spirit, to bring you into alignment before the shift happens. God is saying, "My child, you cannot afford to drift anymore. You cannot afford to treat my voice like background noise. I am here, I am real, and I am speaking now for your sake." Archangel Michael's presence is no small thing. When he comes, it is because something is shifting in the unseen realm. He does not appear for trivial matters, he is sent when destinies hang in the balance, when battles rage over souls, when heaven's timetable has reached a critical point. That is why you are hearing this now, because heaven has deemed your moment critical, because the enemy has pushed hard against you, and because God has declared you must not be lost to distraction any longer. You may not see the battle, but Michael does, and that is why he repeats with urgency, "Do not skip. Do not delay. Do not ignore." Think for a moment about how many times your life could have ended suddenly but didn't. Think of the near misses, the close calls, the nights you thought you wouldn't survive, the days you thought would crush you, and yet here you are. Do you know why? Because heaven intervened. Because God assigned angels, because Michael himself may have shielded you when the enemy tried to strike, because your life is more precious to God than you have ever realized. You were not spared by luck, you were spared by love. And that same love is reaching you again now, reminding you that time is short, that the unexpected is closer than you think, that the hand of God is stretched out and all you must do is grasp it. But beloved, do not let your heart grow numb to this. That is what the enemy wants. He wants you to shrug and say, "I'll think about it later." He wants you to feel a flicker of conviction and then bury it under distraction. He wants you to believe that nothing is urgent, that everything can wait. But listen carefully, heaven says the opposite. Heaven says now. Heaven says today. Heaven says this moment. Because what is written in eternity cannot be postponed by human convenience. When the sudden arrives, it does not ask for your permission, it simply comes. And Michael wants you ready, so that instead of being crushed, you are lifted. The unexpected will not only challenge you, it will also reveal you. It will expose the strength God has planted in you, the faith you did not know was there, the calling you thought was too far away. The sudden will push you into a place where you can no longer rely on your own understanding, but must cling to God, and in that clinging you will find miracles. You will see chains break, doors open, healing flow, provision arrive, and peace cover you in ways that human hands cannot explain. That is why God is pleading with you now, because He knows the blessing hidden inside the very thing you are afraid of, and Michael says again, do not hurt God by skipping. Do not wound His heart by pretending this is not for you. He has chosen you to hear this now. And you know in your spirit that these words are burning with truth. That burning you feel is not human persuasion, it is the Spirit Himself. Do not resist Him. Surrender. Whisper even now, God, I hear you, I will not skip this time, I am opening my heart. And as you whisper, heaven records it, heaven celebrates it, heaven shifts because of it. Beloved, remember this, God does not send warnings without also sending promises. He is not only telling you that the sudden is coming, He is also promising that His presence will never leave you. He is not only reminding you of the urgency, He is also reminding you of the love that chases you without ceasing. This message is both fire and embrace, both thunder and whisper, both urgency and tenderness. And all of it is for you, beloved one. As the minutes slip further, the voice of heaven presses more deeply into your soul because God is not only warning you, He is preparing you for something greater than you have yet imagined. The sudden is not meant to destroy you, it is meant to awaken you, to realign you, to pull you out of the patterns that have held you hostage for so long. Archangel Michael stands by with his sword drawn, not because you are in danger without hope, but because the battle for your soul has been fierce, and the victory is closer now than it has ever been. He sees the attacks that have tried to break you, the storms that nearly drowned you, the nights you thought you would never escape, and He knows that heaven's hand has held you through every single one. That is why He pleads with such urgency now, do not skip. Do not run. Do not close your ears to this moment, because this moment is holy. The truth is, you have been chosen for something far greater than the life you thought you would live. God's plan for you did not begin today, it began before time itself, when He crafted your spirit with a purpose only you can carry. Every trial you've endured, every heartbreak you've felt, every wound you've carried, none of it was wasted. Even in your deepest pain, heaven has been shaping you, preparing you, carving strength into your soul that no one else could see. And now, the sudden that is coming will reveal why you went through what you did, why certain doors closed, why certain people walked away, why certain prayers seemed unanswered. It will all make sense in the light of what is about to unfold, but beloved, you cannot receive what is coming if your heart remains closed. That is why God is pressing so strongly now, why His Spirit is almost shaking you awake through these words. Do not harden yourself. Do not dismiss this as just another message. Can you not feel it? The weight, the fire, the trembling inside you, it is the evidence of heaven drawing near. God is not a far-off idea. He is real, present, alive, and closer than your own breath. Even now, as you read this, His Spirit is hovering over you, surrounding you, pouring love into the cracks of your soul. He is saying, "You are mine. You always were. And I will not let you slip away." Archangel Michael sees how close the shift is. He knows the countdown is not empty words, it is real, and time is moving quickly. That is why he repeats again and again, 45 minutes left, not because you should live in fear of the number, but because you should live in awareness of how fleeting moments can be, how quickly everything can change. Life is fragile, beloved. You know it. You've seen how in one moment everything can fall apart. But what if this time in one moment everything can fall into place? That is what God is preparing for you, not ruin, but redemption, not chaos, but calm.